kind of caught off guard if you hear something from a friend or from the media. But I've actually grown accustomed to it because like that's my life. I hear a lot of news from the media. But it's one of those things where it's not really human, so it'll be hard to get used to, but you get used to it.
Right. But you guys all kind of hadn't spoken to her, it seems like, in a little while. So you think it was her dating somebody that kind of had her removed from you guys?
I mean,
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's her life,
Mm-hmm.
and no matter what, I feel like we all support her decision. So if she doesn't want to tell us in that moment, then it is what it is. And when she finally wants to open up to us, I mean, I'll be there for her. I'm sure everybody else will. I'm not gonna bash her like all these comments and stuff. I'm not, like I said, I'm not TMZ.
Did she at least give you a heads up about the pregnancy first?
I had a sense actually, you know, I come from a big family, 8 kids, you know, I have that sense of where, I've known Angela my whole life, so you're gonna see on the show as, you know, each episode come where I feel certain things out and, you know, the communication. There's always something just in life if you're not communicating with somebody like you used to.
Right.
I mean, that happened to me and one of my first girlfriends where she fell off planet Earth and I figured, oh, she probably got a new boo thing. And you gotta watch the show. I can't be telling you
I'm just
everything.
wondering.
I'm ready to watch episode. You got episode 2?
I mean, she also implied that you're not a nice guy. The nice guy is trying.
Look, and I implied that was not me. That's all I'm saying.
Now, what advice would you guys give Egypt as far as going to college? Because
She don't want to look at me.
yeah. What advice would you give? Because obviously your mom wants you to go to college really badly, graduate.
Yeah.
But what would you guys tell her as somebody wanting to be in the music business and get it popping right away? Do you think she should go, or do you think wait?
So I went to college for a little while. I went to a music school in Pasadena. I loved it, but then a really great opportunity came up for me to be in a movie, and I took the opportunity, and then I got a record deal. So, you know, you can always go back to school. You know, it's always going to be there. Opportunities are once in a lifetime. That's my opinion. And school's not for everybody, but I definitely did enjoy it when I went, but it just wasn't in my cards.
What would you say, Boogie?
I was gonna say exactly what Kristinia said, but she really lived it. So and I never went to college, and you know, school it wasn't for me. But if you have the work ethic and you have the it factor to chase your dreams, then chase your dreams. But I'm not going against Pepper's word. Whatever Pepper says. You see how she did her boyfriend.
It's like you're saying the wrong things right now.
But
Yeah,
what about?
well, I'm gonna be that voice because I went to college. I put my career on hold to go to college. I had #1 show on Nickelodeon for 4 years, and I got crazy offers, millions of dollars, and I wanted to go to school. And the reason I wanted to go to school because I was one of the biggest child stars. But I did a lot of research. I was like, well, why does Macaulay Culkin do this, and why did Michael Jackson do this, et cetera, et cetera. And the one thing I put together is, going to college you can grow up.
Right.
It's like the real world in a bubble, and it's not for everybody, to say, but like LeBron James, and so Jay-Z. But for me, it was definitely pivotal in me maturing and mastering my craft and growing up as a man. And it was a good decision for me.
Now let's talk about your boyfriend.
Ex.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Because we were all a little concerned. He was talking a little crazy to your mom.
You might have to get washed up.
No, but what was did you go to school with him? Who is this guy?
Okay, well.
Go to Angela about, don't say nothing, okay?
Yeah, like no
Say
comments.
nothing. No
Tell them
comments.
tune in.
Tune
Yeah,
in.
you really should tune in. Like, honestly.
October 13th, WeTV.
To the next episode.
No, just like mutual friends. Like I knew him from mutual friends, and we started hanging out and feeling each other, and then started dating. But it was just, I think, like we went into it too fast. Like wasn't thinking straight, and I'm young. I'm 18, so I'm still young, and I still know I have a lot to do.
Do you guys feel very protective of her, being that she is so young.
Yeah, I feel like little
Yes.
sister,
Like,
and they're always like him always
Yeah.
thinks somebody's gonna get washed up or like, whatever.
Laundry detergent.
Now, Kristinia, Romeo's single now.
Uh-oh.
And we all know you've had a little thing for him from the first
What
week.
are you gonna think for me?
And I do feel a little something. If he was to say, why don't we go out? Are you down?
Maybe.
To be continued.
I'm just asking questions so we know.
Episode 2.
Now, why didn't you stick up for her with the threesome question? Because she said it didn't happen, and you were like, well, you know.
I was caught off guard, honestly. You know, when
Because he
somebody
has
asks
hope
me
it's still
something.
gonna happen.
No comment. Tune in.
Now, how hard was it for you, Kristinia, reconnecting with your dad, with the cameras watching and everything happening in the media, you know, like you said, with the story about Janet Jackson? Was it hard for you to say and do all of that on camera? Because I know you guys are building your own relationship.
Yeah, definitely. It was my first time talking to him about it, so it was very weird for me. I mean, I've heard about it before, but, you know, I just thought they were rumors, so, you know, I don't know. I was just like, I don't know, this is weird, like, it was definitely weird for me to talk to him about it, but, you know, you guys are just gonna have to wait and see what happens.
Now, Boogie, we saw some, we didn't know you party like that and turn up like that. What kind of turning up was you doing?
My lawyer said don't talk. I don't turn up. I just DJ. I like to dance. You know, my name's Boogie for a reason.
Right.
And stay tuned.
And I was saying that you actually slimmed down a lot from the last time that I saw you.
I did. You know what? I'll tell you my diet. I actually just stopped drinking.
Okay.
Drink some Valentine's Day.
Are we still eating cookies though? Because I know you make cookies.
Edible cookies now. Yeah, I'm into that business. You know, the slogan still remains. My son got cookies. I just got cookies.
Now for you, Romeo, just seeing a lot of things in your life play out because we've been following the story obviously about your mom. Is she going to appear on any of the episodes so we can kind of hear her side?
Well, it's one of those things where when you grow up in the spotlight, people are always going to throw things out there. And, you know, having a pops like Master P and then having a career that I had growing up, people always pick certain things. And that was something where I would have wanted to keep private, but, you know, as when you grow up in the spotlight, people are always going to dig. And it's a situation that's very serious. It's like, it's not a joke to me. You know, when it comes to my mom, this is life or death. You know, I have siblings, it's life or death, where y'all gonna see when y'all watch this show. I have to step up to the plate and be that role model. I have to be that third parent for my family. And it's so much more that you have to film 57 seasons to know an entire family, you know? So, with my mother, it's one of those things, you gotta watch the show, see if she appears, but this is real life, and we just wanted to open up. When I did this show, I said I wanted to do something that's real. And this season, I wanted to be authentic to what's going on, and that's what we're doing slowly, you know.
What about symphonic dating? Does she introduce you to guys that she's dating?
Not at all. We don't play that. Yeah, but I'm a very protective older brother, you know. The Miller's household, it's like that Will Smith, men in, what was that, Bad Boys? When Martin Lawrence and Will Smith popped up. That's how it is at my house. You know, any of the girls bring a dude over there. So they're not bringing no boys in there. They don't get
Washed up. That's all they say. Washed up. Yeah.
Now let's talk about Empire also. Congratulations on that. How did that end up happening? I know Kid Cudi originally had that role and then you stepped in.
Yeah. Man.
Also wrong.
It shows the power of prayer, you know. Everything in my life, you know, good and bad, I leave it in God's hands. And I just worked my butt off. That was a situation where they called me, and I was actually at a party, and y'all may see it on this show, where I had to go to the side and study while I'm actually at a party with my friends. And they was like, we want you to come in and read for this, it'll be perfect. And the crazy thing about that role on Empire, I prayed for that, Zach Russ. If I ever do the show Empire, I want to be Akeem rival, I want to be Tiana Boudin on there. You know? And that's what they called me up for. And it was out of me and Kid Cudi, and they ended up going with him. And then they had some differences.
Right.
And now I'm going to be Graham next week on Empire. So.
Okay, and last question for you guys, and then we have some from the audience. No? Yes? Okay, we'll do one question. Who had a question?
I have a question.
Going once, going twice.
I was going to say, how have your guys' lives changed since the first, filming, just as far as being on the show? What have you seen it do for you for DJing, for your music careers, acting? Have there been a lot of opportunities and just crazy things happening?
Yeah, a lot. I was able to go in the studio and make a song called Our Time. That's what you heard, and I actually got to finish it and everything. And it really motivated me to actually just work harder because it's always been a dream of mine. And like before the show happened, I was in school, so I was in high school, so I was really focusing on my books. But then as soon as I got into it, it helped me just actually go in there and do it.
I put an EP out the first season and it did fairly well. I got 8,000 units for the first 3 months, so I was really happy about that. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I'm getting recognized again a lot more, so that's cool. And it's been great.
And it's brought you closer to family soon.
Yes, a lot closer.
Okay. All right, was there a question or did I miss it?
Oh, right here.
Oh,
Okay, you hear me?
yes.
For you all, of course, you know the legacy you came from. How hard is it to balance the expectation that your parents, of course, have on you, but yet have innovation to create your own lane and own way and your own brand? How hard is the mental, process? We see it on the show where you deal with it, but what is the kind of thought process behind that?
Well, having like our parents be legends is like they have a high name for themselves, and everybody expects us to like live up to their expectations, and we don't want to fail them or do anything that will tarnish their name. So it is a little difficult trying to get up there, but we all have motivation and God in us, so we know that we can really do it.
We also got each other.
And we got each other, yeah.
And that's what I love about this cast, when you talk about reality TV, you got a lot of stuff out there where there's a lot of people bickering and they're having cat fights just to get famous. Everybody in this cast, they're chasing a real dream. They're chasing something that they love doing. It's like I said, you may be looking at the next big superstars right here, and that's because they work their asses off, pardon my French. But that's what makes this show so special. Because I know you see all the drama and the relationship stuff, but at the end of the day, you have individuals that's going to make a big difference in this world, and they're being very vulnerable and letting you into their lives. And I'm just excited for episode 2 to come. When that comes, we got episode 1 still to come, October 13th. I want y'all to tell everybody out there, make sure to tune in WeTV October 13th. Because this show, I think, is going to help a lot of kids out there. Because at the end of the day, no matter if your family sold 50 million records or not, everybody's still family. And you're going to see how to deal with a lot of that friendship, relationship, a lot of situations that, kids, I think, will be able to live through us. And it can help somebody else out there.
And it's real because we saw a lot of those things play out in the media, and then it really happened on the show. So.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys so much.